Jake and Brad.
Timing! Starting it out! Whoa!
On my way here, I was getting onto Shawnee Mission Parkway, and I saw a guy holding a strange sign.
Okay.
I was at first like, oh, I feel bad for this guy. He must be just like looking for money and stuff. But I looked closer and I was like, this can't be like this. Something's
Okay.
up. Something's strange here.
I like
So,
this.
I've sent the picture to Jake.
All right. I'm going to click on it now. Okay. First impression, a very well done sign.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Like it's.
Like, is it printed? Like he went to Kinko's?
No. It looks hand drawn, but it's like very like good artistry, and like it's black on the interior, and then white, like if it was like a white stroke.
Yeah,
like
I looked at it, I was like, that's well done.
Yeah.
Too well done.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm actually reading it and understanding it.
How many words we talking here? Like long sentence or just like 2 words?
I would say medium sentence,
Okay.
and
I just want weed.
there.
Sometimes they're just like, I'm not gonna like. It'll just be like, I'm not gonna lie. Just need money to get drunk.
Gonna spend it on booze.
Okay, cool.
To be honest. So part of that, pretty warm.
Okay.
And I do use the term warm on purpose, but I will say there's no call to action here. It's just kind of a non sequitur, just
Right.
like
Warm, like he peed his pants or something.
no
Warm.
like you were close.
Oh, okay. No non sequitur, just like
No, it is just kind of a non sequitur. There's no call to action. There's no like need this, want this. It's just hey,
I like beer.
that's a good guess.
Is it?
No. So you were warm because the word weed is in it.
Really?
Yeah. So you nailed that right off the bat. And you were warm, Brad.
Warm.
You were warm with the weed
Warm.
word.
Okay, are we using warm like in a different
I'm saying you were warm.
hot weed? Hot weed. Coming in hot with my weed.
I'd say that's on the right track of like, yeah, he's not asking for anything, but
Okay.
it's I'd say this is more of a confession, maybe.
I'm hot for weed.
No. Might have gone a little cold here.
Okay. Is the word hot in there?
No, but you're warm with weed.
Warm.
Okay.
Fire.
This.
whoa.
And this is like
Fire weed.
This is like no. Hold on. There's some words in between. I would say the vibe is like,
Fired because I smoked weed.
oh man. Would you say that's the vibe,
man.
Timon?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, like what he's writing a sign, he's going, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
Oh man. I
just want some fire weed.
no, there's words in
Shoot,
between.
okay,
That's kind of a call to action, though.
I know. It's hard. Oh man. Fired for weed.
And maybe he's doing this. Where did it?
I'm just.
No, he's not itchy. He's not itchy.
No, he's looking at his pockets. He's looking at his pockets.
Okay.
I was looking at my pockets too. I just don't have a jacket on or anything. No.
I thought you thought I was itching myself.
No.
I get some poison ivy, one of those weeds.
You were looking in your pockets here. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
a lot of pockets on this thing.
So many pockets.
Oh man, the fire took my weed.
Oh! Whoop.
Is that it?
Yeah. I guess in a way, in a sense. Yeah, I don't know. The fire took my weed. Like he was like his house got burnt down. Or
That's
something.
what I said.
Yeah. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Maybe we give Brad, like the phrase, but then like the thing is like left blank.
Yeah. Okay. Blank my weed.
Lost my weed in a fire.
Oh.
Lost my weed in a
Pretty
house
much.
fire.
Ding.
I feel like the way it's said is just so funny, though.
Oh man, lost my weed in a series of small fires
Oh, a series.
because of how he smokes them.
Oh,
He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
That's pretty good.
Funny guy.
Whoa. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Brad and I are pumped. I think I would dare to say I could do an entire episode just on the things that happened to me last Thursday. if I needed to. I'm not saying I'm going to do that.
I dare you. Let's do it.
And I know you also have a ton of stuff to talk about as well.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any of that. I want to just do Thursday. We got another episode we record.
Well, I have so much other stuff to talk about too.
Okay.
I'm about to immediately break what I just said because I want to talk about what we did yesterday.
Okay, let's do it.
And then the rest will be Thursday. Basically, yesterday, Brad texted me and was like, "Hey, you want to meet up in Lenexa? Get a little work done, whatever." I'm about to leave, and Brad's like, "Hey, toss in some swim trunks, maybe some gym clothes. Afterwards, we might go to Lifetime Fitness to meet up with Harrison Pollard, a good friend, former roommate, and Will Severance."
Yep.
I was like, okay, toss those two things in. We go to Panera, we have a good time, go to Lifetime Fitness. And it was kind of like a recruiting visit because Will and Brad.
Will made it like, Will leaned into that so hard. Like, I was not meaning to recruit you for anything. I did mention, sorry for interrupting. I did mention like,
you can't feed into it.
all right, bleep that out, Timon. That's gonna be funny when you bleep it out. Make a note of that. Bleep it out.
Yeah.
I had mentioned to Will the other day when we were at Lifetime, like, how much more fun would it be if we had even more guys that were that were at Lifetime with it. That's all I said.
And he was fired up about that.
Yeah, but I don't think it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to invite Jake today so that he can see how good. Like, you've been to Lifetime once already. Like,
yeah,
you know what it's like. Anyway,
Will was putting a hard sell on us, and so, but it kind of, I mean, he was like giving me a tour of like, here are the pickleball courts, which did seem nice. Here's the rock wall. We went and shot some hoops. Brad knocked me out in pig, and then Will was like, hey, we need to get going soon. We got to do the 3 heats. And the 3 heats is something that he said his wife actually came up with, but he very much prescribes to. And it is hot tub, sauna, steam room.
Mm-hmm. The 3 heats.
The 3 heats. It's great. If you're into that. I'm not a big hot tub guy in general.
Right.
But of course I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Hop in the hot tub and it's fine. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. Yesterday was a warm day. It wasn't like an escape from the cold or anything. Pretty warm day.
Right.
Nice and humid. Get in the hot tub. And we go straight from the hot tub to the sauna. I thought I'd been in a sauna before. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have. Because that was a unique experience.
Yeah, you acted like you'd never been in a sauna before. You walked in and it was like I don't know if you've ever been persecuted in your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh my gosh.
I know. The social awareness kind of went out the door too, because there were other people in there and it was a silent sauna. And I just walked in, I was like, oh my gosh.
The nice part is that most of the people, you're just dying. Like,
oh my
most
gosh.
people have headphones on, so you don't have to worry that much about that.
I did notice they had headphones on. Ty, have you ever been in a sauna?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, so did Jake. Yeah, it's like mildly hotter than like you're talking about like July, basically. It's a sauna, right?
There was a gauge in there. What was it at? 160, 170?
I think it was 170. And Will said that the other one in the locker room is 180, which is the one I usually go to.
Wow.
I don't know. It felt the same, though. I'm not trying to act like, dude, you didn't even get the hard sauna. Like, it felt the same to me.
It was, 170 degrees. Like, it feels like a dangerous temperature to be in. And we just walked in it straight after getting out of the hot tub. Mm-hmm. And there was no workout before it. There's no workout after it. It's just like, hey, just in the middle of your workday, just bake. Just bake in this, this hot room. And I felt like such a wimp. And I was like, are you guys' lips feeling weird? And everyone's like, no.
Your whole body was like decomposing.
It felt like my lips were like shriveling up or something. It felt like they were getting smaller, like a raisin.
Yeah, it was like I bet how long do you think we were in there?
9 minutes.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was gonna guess 5 minutes.
Really?
But I could just tell, like, I was like, Jake's got to get out of here. Like, I think eventually I was like, hey guys, you guys ready to go? I think Jake's dying a little bit here.
So we leave the sauna and I can't tell you.
Yeah,
oh wait. Oh yeah. You want to talk about Will in the sauna?
What? Oh, just his workouts? Or
yeah,
what?
You just start doing sit-ups in the middle of it.
Yeah, Will's just funny. But no, I was gonna say, and maybe you were gonna say this, like right when you got out of the sauna, do you remember what you said?
No.
That was my favorite thing. I told this to Catherine and her mom last night. They were at dinner, and I was like, yeah, Jake got out of the sauna and he goes, it feels like that should be illegal for somebody to be able to do that.
I mean, it was crazy.
You were just verbally processing the entire. You're like, that is not safe.
That's wrong.
Like as we were in the sauna, you're like, so like, what does this do for you? Like, how is this supposed to make you like?
Why do people do this? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we leave, and that was sweet relief.
Yeah,
leaving that sauna and feeling just like room temperature again. That felt amazing. But it's time to go to the steam room.
Yeah, it's only 2 heats. You got to go for the third.
Got to go for 3 heats. I don't know what a steam room is. The way they're describing it, I'm imagining like a greenhouse kind of thing, which I guess is kind of accurate.
Tell me more about your greenhouse idea.
Like I was just imagining a lot of just like, condensation and, humidity in the air.
Yeah.
And then I think Will or you said that like, yeah, there's like eucalyptus in the air.
Yes.
It's like, oh yeah, bona fide greenhouse vibes.
I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were like, it's not as hot as the sauna. I was like, oh,
yeah,
great.
Yeah. Tell me what I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. But Will was like, oh, dude, the steam room's going to be way more of a shock to Jake than the sauna. And I was like, I disagree. I think the steam room's easier. Who was right?
The steam room was hell on earth. The steam room is the worst place I've ever been. It's the worst I've ever felt. Like without being in any actual pain.
Oh my gosh.
It's the worst I've ever felt on earth. It was so bad. I mean,
dude.
It was so hot. It was so impossible to breathe. It was like I was getting strangled by the devil himself. And when you combine those two things.
Does that motivate you? Does that motivate you to tell others about the Lord?
Oh, turn or burn?
Like, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, more evangelism should take place in a steam room.
Yeah. You think this is bad, brother?
This is hot?
Yeah.
What if I said the gnashing of teeth?
Right.
What if we threw that in? Dude, it was unbelievable. I mean, just like instantly, you can't breathe out of your mouth. It's impossible. It feels like someone has a wet rag up to your mouth. And it is eucalyptus. I will say that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just can't breathe out of your mouth. It's awful. And everyone's Will's naked, first of all. That was unnecessary. That was part of the devil.
Yeah.
And then also just everyone's like, Jake, how's marriage been? Not right now.
You did. You said like, I can't think about anything else right now.
We'll talk about this later.
And Will, being very considerate, it's like, all right, hey, Jake, you're the leader here. We leave when you say leave. And you go, I'm not going to be the one to leave first.
Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I played high school sports, so I still have some mental toughness.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're in there for about like 4 or 5 minutes at this point, and it is seriously this like I've never felt just like it felt dangerous, like how quickly I was just sweating from everywhere. I could feel it running down my leg hair. I'm dripping off of my nose. My eyes can't fully open. And, I'm just doing like this. Like, what are we doing?
But I don't think that's all sweat to make you feel better.
Oh, really?
Because it's steam, so it's like
I guess it's getting on your skin and then falling.
Yeah,
off
or it's
of
like dripping from like yeah. It's
that's another thing. We get about 5 minutes in, and all this steam starts to get on the ceiling, hot.
Yeah,
and then it starts to drip and fall on your back. Just gosh, what is that?
You're like sizzling bacon back there.
Just sizzling on my back. We do about 5 minutes worth, and then, dude, it just starts going. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? And Will goes, that was phase 1, brother. I was like, what? And there's just so much steam is being pumped in this room. I mean, 3 times the steam that was already in there. It's being tossed in this room.
I mean, yeah, it eventually becomes like you can't see anybody.
I couldn't see the guy 5 feet from me.
Right.
The other guy in the corner. Yeah, he's like, that was just phase 1, brother.
Yeah, Will's like spread eagle. Yeah, it's just phase 1.
It sucked.
Oh,
it
man.
sucked.
But how'd you feel afterwards?
So afterwards, I will say we toweled off. I jumped in the pool. That was nice.
Did you?
Yeah, that felt really good.
Yeah.
I actually got to the pool. I heard he felt bad. I walk out of the men's locker room the same time. Like the only young woman in this entire pool walks out of the women's locker room.
Yeah.
All eyes on both of us because we're walking. I'm walking next to the girl in a bikini.
Okay.
And I'm feeling rock bottom. It's like, can you guys just not look at me right now?
You're just like waddling to the pool.
Well, because it is so, it's a very
You gotta
wet
go
floor.
slow,
You
yeah.
have to go so slow.
Like if your feet are wet, like do not walk very fast.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad. And then to top it off, we both tried to get in the same lane of pool, and I'm like, oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'll go. I just don't care. I don't have a care in the world. And then I go over and hop in. So then after that, I stopped by the cafe. Me, you, and Harrison talk for like 30 minutes. It was really good. And I was like, this is the part I get used to this. This is awesome. I really like just talking with you guys. And then I drove home. And on the drive home, I thought I was gonna get in a car crash. I felt so exhausted.
Really?
And so tired. I was like, how do people ever do this before work? I didn't even work out. All I did was just get in a hot room for a cumulative 14 minutes.
Yeah. The 3 heats will do it to you. I will say that. Like I told you, like last week when I was with Will, after we got done with it, I was like, dude, I'm feeling a little bit like lightheaded.
Oh, that's right. That
that?
makes you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
So I do think that like the steam room at the end, you got to be careful about how much you're doing each of them.
Yeah, and I'm sure I was a little dehydrated from that and from everything. And so on the drive home, I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe how tired I was. But then I got like a second one later. I mean, I ended up editing videos last night. I stayed up till like probably 12:30, 1 a.m. and it was fine. But man, it was a wild ride.
I felt not that like I need vindication from you, but like when you were like, I just don't know how anybody does that and then goes to work just normally after that.
I can't imagine.
I was like, I do that all the time. Like I just someday I can't wait for you to be like, dude, I don't know how you did this podcast with 3 kids. Like, yeah, because I had a great wife. That's the answer. But
I do think about that sometimes. I'm pretty cognizant of that. Of like, yeah, I have got it nice right now in the things I'm able to do, or the freedom I have, and the lack of stress I have, and the sleep I'm like available to get. If I wanted to get enough sleep, I could.
Yeah.
I try to like appreciate that as much as possible. But
dude, that was a fun day. I'm so glad we did it though. I know that it was like,
fun.
It's one of those things. I enjoy it, but it's like a weird kind of enjoyment. It's like this like somewhat quote unquote easy way to like work out your body. I mean, you're not truly working out like you would be exercising, but like, yeah, it exhausts your body a little bit. And so I don't know if I truly enjoy it. Like it's like, I gotta go to the steam room, but like you feel good afterwards.
I think it's if you know it's helping you, then I can justify anything for 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I still can't imagine though, like the idea, like let's say I join, I really would like to get in the habit of swimming. It's a low impact, great workout, great cardio, whatever. How fun would it be to swim laps, which is an exhausting workout, and then sauna, then steam? I'm going to be worthless.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to have to carb load every night before, at dinner.
Sometimes it's nice to just like go from the pool to the hot tub, like just a quick, like little, like relax the muscles once you're done with the pool kind of thing, and get out and you're good. But yeah, man, pretty wild. But
it was a wild day. Yeah. I mean, we were in that cafe or whatever afterwards. It's like, this is crazy. When I woke up this morning, I did not think I would be going commando in Lifetime Fitness right now.
I know,
but
I'm
here
sorry.
I am.
I was even looking back at our text. I was like, I thought I told you. No, I didn't. I didn't say like, hey, we're probably going to go, to the spa, take a schwitz.
I was fine.
I like how the Jewish people say, I just need a schwitz.
What is that exactly?
I think it's like a steam.
Oh, really?
Or maybe just like basically what we did. Like just like kind of like a detoxing day. Like I just need a schwitz.
Yeah.
Just go into one of those.
Will was
hot
telling
baths.
me, when I was asking, I was like, what is the purpose of this? And he's like, yeah, you sweat out toxins.
Yeah.
I was looking, I didn't see any on the ground.
You were looking for your toxins.
Yeah. It's like, there's a mark of where my foot was.
It is interesting. I'm sure that Ghosties will provide us with some interesting feedback on saunas and steams and stuff. But yeah, there's lots of health benefits to it that I don't know the depths of, but pretty fun. So I'm glad you came. It was good content. Good day. Oh man, it was hell on earth. That made me laugh so hard. Dude.
It was not fun in the moment. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to breathe. I couldn't breathe.
And honestly, that like, take this in the nicest way possible, but that is so fun for me to watch because you never, like, you're good at everything. Like, you're just like, yeah, I'm not phased. Everything's fine. No problem. Everything. No, I'm not stressed. Whatever. This terrible thing happens. I have to pay $50,000 in taxes. That's fine. Life's good. I'm just lucky to have that much money to spend on it. Like you're like, whatever. And so to watch you be like, dude, I can't even talk to you right now.
Like,
man.
no, this just sucks. There's no silver lining. This is just brutal. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Totally.
I'm not one to like admit that I'm tired either. And I was like,
Right.
I got to admit, like I'm exhausted after this. Well done, guys.
The funny thing was, I was really tired, like when we met at Panera beforehand.
Really?
And then I think just hanging out with you guys and getting some social time was fun. So, and I mean, we did work out. We shot half court shots a few times. I mean, just working out the
That's
the
true.
arms, you know?
I took my hoodie off.
Yes.
I stayed in the pants, but yeah, I did take my hoodie off.
You stayed in the pants.
I got a little workout in.
Yeah. So
Yeah, great content.
yeah. Okay, let's talk about Thursdays. What do you want to
Let's
talk
talk Thursday. So,
about? Thursday you went somewhere.
first things first, Brad was like, "Hey, I got to do a podcast with some of my friends. Can I use the studio?" I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Yes.
I purposely did not ask you what you were doing, because I wanted to just talk about it on the podcast. So I still, to this day, I don't know what you did. I
Okay.
don't know who you were talking to,
Okay.
but I did overhear you while I was packing up and getting ready to leave for the airport.
Okay. So you didn't hear everything. You just heard like certain bits and pieces.
Sometimes I would hear like an entire thing, and then other times I would hear just like a sentence. So the first thing I heard, I was in like the guest bedroom closet, and I heard you go, yes, exactly. Get like 14 kids that look exactly like you. What does that mean?
I don't remember. Get 14 kids that look exactly. Oh, yes. Okay. So the whole thing was, so my friend Mark has a podcast with one of his buddies called Abraham's Wallet. Check it out. It's a financial podcast, but it's pretty cool. It's like not like a stuffy financial podcast. Anyway, Christian guys. Anyway, Mark was the one, I brought him up, whatever it was, 2 months ago, about half-baked ideas. And so he was like, hey, what if you, me, and Chad, my friend Chad Masters, what if the three of us got together and just did a bonus Abraham's Wallet episode about half-baked ideas?
Cool.
Everyone just brainstorm some and bring it to the table. And so I believe this one, dude, Mark is so good at these ideas. This one was called Funeral Thespians. And so, and so basically it was like, you know, either at your own funeral or at somebody else's funeral, you could hire somebody to do something pretty mysterious. And so like, he's like, you know, at your own funeral, like you could hire some like really like gangster mafia, mobster looking guys to just, you know, walk up to your casket, 4 like big thug guys, and just pour out a little bit of, you know, whatever it is that mobsters drink and say, "We're going to miss you, boss," and then walk out. Or, you know, and I think the thing with the 14 kids was, hey, if you don't like somebody else and, you know, they die, like, which this is whatever. This is dark. We're joking, obviously, but like, pretend like he has a second family. And so basically hire out this really attractive woman that's just really distraught about this guy dying. And then there's all these little kids with her that look exactly like you. And so that's what I think. Yeah, I'm glad I remember that. Because at first I was like, I have no idea what that is. Yes, hire 14 kids that look exactly like you.
Like funeral mistress. That's like the side business,
Right,
basically.
right.
That's so funny.
And so then that kind of catapulted all over the place. And I mean, just funny ideas like that. So.
Another sentence I heard out of context. Maybe this is a follow-up on funeral thespians. I don't know.
Okay.
But you go, I mean, I wouldn't want it to look like I'm committing adultery.
I think something along the lines of like, yeah, I think it was like, I think I said something like, oh yeah, like you just had a smoke show of a woman come to your funeral or something like that. And Mark's like, well, my fantasy does not involve some other woman, you know? And I was like, oh, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that. And I was like, what kind of podcast is Brad on right now? I don't want it to look like I'm committing adultery.
Oh yeah.
One part I did hear about is you pitching an idea, and it was called Tool Plant.
Tool
And
Plant.
I wrote down Tool Plant is great.
Tool Plant is
Tell
a great
everybody
idea.
that Tool Plant.
Okay, so essentially the half-baked idea is, let's just say you find a woman, you see a woman that's like attractive and you want to somehow get some good attention towards you of like, I need to make a good first impression on her. You hire somebody else out to be a tool, to be just a jerk that comes up. You guys can coordinate however you want, whether it's he's being mean to the management of the restaurant that you're in,
Maybe he's being mean to her.
or he's being a jerk to her, whatever. You come in, save the day, in however you want. And you know, of course, Mark was like, and I think you could hire different levels of spiciness to this, like for the right amount of money, you could absolutely beat the heck out of this guy, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Or you could just get in a physical or a verbal altercation with this guy and back him down or something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, I'm so sorry, miss. You know, can I sit with you and keep you safe, you know, for a while, whatever. And all of a sudden, Tool is gone, and you're left to save the day with this beautiful woman. Yeah. And so I think Mark was even like, that could be another branch of funeral thespians. Something like that. Yes. Did you like that one?
Yeah, I really like Tool Plant.
Yeah.
Tool Plant's great. The last thing that I heard you guys just all talking about was you were deciding the equity split of some company.
Okay.
But you're really getting in the weeds of like, all right, what if so-and-so takes 85, I'll take 2.5, you take 2.5.
I don't remember that very well. I think I was just like, listen, because Mark was like, if anybody's listening to this and they want to run with any of these ideas, please feel free. And I immediately was like, no. Like,
I get some.
Yeah, we need to get some of this if it goes multi-million, something like that. So,
maybe that's what it was then.
Yeah, let me see if I have any more notes on anything here. Let's see. Seasons Beatings was one.
What's that?
Where it's a boxing club where at the end of each season you get to fight a seasonal character. So the whole time you're like training.
The Grinch?
Yeah. Yeah. For example, like that's just like your motivation. Like you only get to fight the final boss if you go to like 5 out of every 7 days.
Seasons Beatings.
And so like February comes around, they hire, here comes Cupid, and you get to fight Cupid. And then March, leprechauns, or like July 4th, you got a guy dressed like Uncle Sam.
Wow.
Or
so sometimes you fight the good guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you fight Saddam. I don't know.
Yeah.
Arbor Day, there's a tree out there. You just get to beat down a tree.
Yeah.
Santa,
or maybe
turkey,
you get to fight
a pumpkin.
Emissions.
That's
for Arbor
good.
Day.
Yes.
You really want to take down the good guy.
Ethanol. Yeah. So Seasons Beatings. Let's see. Your blank friend. And basically it's just you bring it with you somebody when you need support in a situation you're not comfortable in. So like you're going to a political, event and you have no idea what politics are. You just get this guy to boost you the whole time. Or like you're going to the mechanic, you got your mechanic friend with you.
Yeah, that could be like an Ellen in your ear thing. Like you hire out like a phone a friend thing. Like I have the world's smallest earbud in my ear.
Yeah.
You're my mechanic. You tell me if this is a good deal or not.
Great idea.
I like that.
Dad socks. Because I said dads love the socks that have holes in them. You know what? Did your dad have like I'm sure your dad has socks that don't have holes in them.
Yeah,
but
he
it
does.
Seems like my dad's always around the house just wearing the ones that have holes in the balls of his feet.
I think my dad had shoes that had holes in them.
Maybe dad's shoes is part of the brand.
Yeah.
But literally they're just socks that already have the holes in them.
Pre-made.
In the right spots,
Ooh, yeah, on that same note, what about pre-greened lawn mowing shoes?
Great idea. Just like a kind of like a gradient green.
On the bottom of the
Yes.
shoe, it's pretty green.
Yeah.
And as the top. Yeah, it starts off like dude, that's
a
we should
great
100%
idea.
do that.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
Just sell dad lawnmower shoes.
Just get Air Monarchs that are gradient green.
Because there's almost something weird about like at some point you are going to take a shoe and decide this is my lawnmower shoe.
It's a sad day when you're like, that used to be my best shoe.
I used to love that shoe.
Yeah. I did that recently with some shoes and they're in my garage now and they're just sad. They're stinky.
Yeah. Lawn mowing shoe. Yeah. That could be nice.
Yeah. Lawnmower. Yeah. Dad shoes.
I don't know how good I would be at this, but I'm ready to make this a regular thing on Ghostrunners. The more I think about
Half-baked ideas?
Yeah, this is so fun.
I have a few more.
Keep going, baby.
That I haven't said. These are brand new Ghostrunner originals. I don't know exactly. This is maybe a quarter-baked idea because I haven't figured out exactly what it is.
I'll help.
But we're just calling it intermittent fasters. And it's literally like a workout it's a speed workout while you are intermittent fasting. So you're trying to become intermittent faster while being an intermittent faster. You know what I mean?
So when would you do it?
While you're intermittent fast,
Just like while you're not eating.
Yeah. During your fast,
Gotcha.
You are sprinting or something like that. You're trying to do something faster than you did it the first time.
I see. And maybe it leads up to like 11 a.m. or something.
Yeah, and maybe it leads up to 11 a.m. when you can break your fast and we can also provide the food for you.
Yeah. Like the finish line has French toast sticks.
Sure. It has Main Street Roasters and Good Ranchers. Another one I have was Dave Ramsey's Parents' Night Out. Okay? So, Dave Ramsey's whole thing is...
I don't think I'm going to be nearly as good at this as you are.
No,
I
dude.
can already feel
No, seriously. It's hard at first. And then once you get... Like, I had none of these written down, 30 minutes before we started the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I just you kind of get on a little bit of a roll with them. Dave Ramsey's Parents' Night Out, and a lot of it's all about the branding too. You got to know.
Yeah.
Hey, so Dave Ramsey's whole thing. Hey, when you're trying to carve off debt, you do rice and beans and rice for your meals.
Okay.
Except the 1 month or 1 day a month where it's Dave Ramsey's Parents Night Out, sponsored by Dave Ramsey and Ramsey Solutions. And, you go and it's all these things for a pretty affordable price, but you still get to have marital bliss. You still get to have time with just you and your spouse. But because it's so streamlined, everyone has the same food. Everyone gets the same activities. Dave Ramsey's getting a great deal on all the food and everything. So therefore he's able to still turn a profit with this, cheaper or like decently nice food options and everything. So he's still, you're saving money. You're not like outspending your budget to do Parents Night Out, but it's nice.
I like it. I think they'd get behind that.
Yeah. Okay. A few more, trends with the Z. Okay. It's just where you can go and relive your favorite fads. So like
you go somewhere.
You go plank. You go, do the mannequin challenge.
You go throw on some what are those called? Heelys.
Heelys. Yeah. You got the Harlem Shake in one of the rooms, and you can just go Harlem Shake and whatever it is. Like everyone just says "waza" the whole time.
And it's with a Z. You said.
Yeah. Trends. Yeah. Also with the Z, got it from the streets. Okay. And this is a company. I feel like this is like kind of a popular thing is to steal street signs. Like, you walk into like a college like frat house and there's always like a street sign. I bet you could make street signs and sell them. Got it from the streets.
I see.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just legally selling street signs.
Okay.
Let's see. PAX with the X. It's trading card store. Okay. I don't know. That's a quarterback. I don't know. Just something you can have a fun like sports card store.
Just like you buy packs of cards there.
Yeah.
With an
quarterback idea. Don't even really know what this one meant. Prison ministry power plants. I don't know. I think it's like when you like.
You tell me.
I think you generate power somehow by working out or something. Like how you can like you back in the day you had those crank radios that could make some noise.
You say like a wind turbine or like a river, like water.
Yeah.
Propulsion energy.
Yeah. Let's see. And then the last one is ex-boyfriend hoodies. They're preset to smell faintly like men. And they're also pre-worn and lived. Like
oversized.
Like, I just miss, you can just smell like girls love stealing guys' hoodies because it just smells a little bit different. It smells nice.
Can I take this to a 3/4 baked idea?
Please.
We call it Plato's hoodie.
Oh, okay.
Subsidiary of Plato's Closet.
Yes.
Very small. Mm-hmm. And all it is just guys selling their hoodies back to them, and then they will sell them back to women.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Plato's hoodie.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. That's all the ones I got. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
I know somewhere in my notes on my computer, I have a bunch of stupid ideas written down that I have at some point, but
I like the idea of Ghosties letting us know some of their half-baked ideas too.
Yeah.
And letting us riff on those.
And we could talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I know the ones I've said before, the top bottom loading washer dryer with a trap door.
Yes.
Which they kind of went up me and they just made it all in one now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can we transition real quick into something I have in my notes here?
We had the free restaurant you pay with ads. That was another one I had.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
You have been, let's say, in your bag lately, as far as ideas go.
Like over the course of the last 4 years.
Yeah, just lately. It's been circulating around the Ghosty universe, but window middle aisle timing. I don't know if you've heard. This was from like episode 20 something.
Yeah, probably.
Jake had the idea of like, why do we board by zone in an airplane? Why not board by where you are in your row? And so why not board all the window people first, and then the middle people, and then the aisle people? And they're starting to do it on United Airlines.
United finally got around to it.
So Jake once again is influencing the masses. We wrote down some other things that you'd influenced. Shower orange.
Shower orange
was like the word of the day in the Webster's Dictionary or something like that. Recently?
Yeah, it's got its own subreddit. People love talking about it.
Yep.
I think I started that in 2011.
You were early on how annoying the Whopper song was.
Yeah.
And
before
then also,
the memes.
Like Prince of Egypt has always been kind of like something that's, been your brand.
Right back here.
Oh yeah, I moved it. Right down there.
Oh yeah, it's a little tough to have in the back of meetings and stuff, isn't it? That's like all I can see.
Yeah. So,
yeah, the Prince of Egypt thing is fun too. I feel like I was always talking about how good that soundtrack was, and now we're starting to see it in memes and skits and everything finally.
Yeah. So what's the next one? Do you have any ideas for
the next one? I'll tell you what. Coffee. Don't sleep on coffee.
Okay. Don't sleep on. It's not a trend.
If coffee gets big, you have me to thank.
What kind of coffee?
Main Street Hey, yeah, segue. Main Street Rovers coffee. Not going anywhere.
No way.
I'll tell you that.
No way.
I mean, seriously, it seems like once a week, one ghostie goes and visits Main Street Roasters in Napanee, Indiana. Yeah. So keep it up, ghosties.
It is cool.
Keep telling us about it. Keep tagging us when it happens. But I don't blame them for wanting to visit mainstreetroasters.com in person or online. They've got great coffee. Rachel made it this morning. She even said, she's like, I'm going to make extra just so it smells good when you come out to the kitchen.
That's awesome.
Like, great. And it did.
Yeah.
And I liked it. So, yeah, if you're a coffee drinker, I know the holiday season's coming up. So I'm sure you have some friends, some family who are coffee drinkers. Maybe it's time. Pull the trig. Get a little Main Street Roasters. Get 10% off. Promo code GRKC. Thanks.
I'm just now thinking like maybe we need to have some sort. Maybe Ellis Custom Creations needs to make some sort of like memento to send to Main Street Roasters that if you do make the pilgrimage to Napanee, you get to sign the
that's kind of
plaque,
fun.
the ghosty plaque or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That is really fun.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me readjust the stash.
Trying to think what else is next as far as just like the entire world and the landscape of pop culture.
Figure it out.
What's the opposite of being canceled?
Being promoted.
Okay, we're going to start to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know how it looks exactly, but I think in life, the pendulum always swings.
Okay. It's like,
So it swung really, big, like cancel everybody, any old tweet, any old picture. And now we're starting to swing back. We're starting to see less old cancellations.
do you think it's going to be specifically for people who are making a stand that's a little bit against the grain?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what
that's
the
obviously
opposite
if you get canceled, it's because you don't agree with the masses or something, right?
Yeah, I guess that kind of would be the opposite of being canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, being promoted for having outlandish
Yeah.
takes and tweets.
Okay. That's good.
What else? Cell phones.
Self owns or
I bet those don't go anywhere anytime soon.
like you're gonna self-deprecate yourself, like, oh, that was a self-own.
Man, I really
Or
cell
is it
phone.
like or a cell phone?
Mobile phones.
Mobile phones, yes.
Look out.
And you're mobile.
Told you guys.
Yeah.
Timon, how's the pickleball game? I feel like I've been seeing some more pictures. You've been playing a little bit more. How's it going?
Not a lot more, but just once with my family. Recently played with the new paddle.
Oh, Friday?
No, the random one Jake gave me.
Yeah, I had one from a company that was just still in a box. And I was like, here you go, Timon.
Box it up.
Box it up. Cool.
Cool. Box it up.
But yeah, the paddle played well. I didn't, but the paddle was good.
The picture I saw, you were across the court from your dad, and he was just on the phone while playing.
Yeah,
That's a business. That's a small businessman in America right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Timon, we might have some work for you later today. We have some content. So Brad and I were looking at a recent video we uploaded, kind of a re-upload. The Chick-fil-A, the life of a Chick-fil-A addict. Uploaded it to YouTube, and we saw that, it didn't go viral by any means, but people always want to know, like, how much money do you make off YouTube? So as of now, I think it's got 25,000 views. Brad was able to look and see that we have made $19.
And 78 cents.
Sorry, 1978.
Yes. Let me check and make sure that's live.
Okay, let's get it up to the minute.
Yeah.
But we were saying it would be fun. We want to film like an Instagram story, maybe with you today after the podcast. We break for lunch, where we we're like, hey, we want to take you guys behind the scenes and show you what it's like to be a YouTuber. This Chick-fil-A video here. Oh wow, it got $19.78, and then kind of like Mike Wazowski style, like, we got $19.78, and then we go to Chick-fil-A and have actual cash and $19 and try to spend it back at Chick-fil-A and reinvest it back into the business.
Oh, dude, we're rich.
Oh,
$21.18.
well, looky there.
Wow.
For whatever reason, this one is like drastically lower than most. I think it's because there was like a song in there that's like a copyright-free song, but they're still splitting the monetization with us or something like that. But yeah, I think that'd be fun to like go in there and like with $21 exactly, and like
This is all we have.
yeah, okay. Can you take off the
Maybe-
do you guys ever do like halves of tenders? halves of nuggets.
Or
like, can I get like 9.5 nuggets?
Dump some of those fries into somebody else's bag.
Yeah.
I don't need all of them.
Don't need all of them. Like you guys charge per fry. Let's be honest. Yeah. That was a funny little anecdote there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that later.
It is also interesting in case anyone's interested in this. I don't know. We don't have to divulge every way we're making money, but TikTok right now is paying you a lot of money for videos. Basically, like if you make a video over 1 minute long, just keeping it simple, for every 1,000 views it gets, you get $1. And so if you get 1 million views on a video, which is not crazy on TikTok because TikTok's so random, you get basically $1,000 for that video. We hit something similar to that on our Instagram recently. Do you have any ideas? Have you ever looked at how much we were making on those?
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like in comparison, like
Yes.
TikTok is paying a bunch compared to other platforms. Like YouTube, you would get like 8 cents.
Yes, exactly.
For
the shorts.
TikTok is giving $1 for every
Yeah.
1,000. What is Instagram giving?
Let me see.
I don't even check Instagram because I know it's nothing.
It's not, I mean, we have 1.4 million views on this 1 month of marriage versus 10 years of marriage. And the insights on it, let's see. We've made, where is it? $26 on it.
1.4 million views, $26.
And if we had 1.4 million on TikTok, we'd make $1,400.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Isn't that crazy? Like, it's just very interesting.
drastic.
So like, yeah, there's, I think somebody recently was like, lifestyles of the rich and the famous, Brad. And I was like, maybe famous every once in a while, but not too rich with it so far.
Yeah. I think that's why we see this de-incentivization. We are unmotivated. Let's just use that word. We're unmotivated to put a ton of time and effort into jean shorts because we're not getting paid much on YouTube. We're not getting paid much on Instagram.
Yep.
TikTok's harder. So
We're trying to get more brand deals and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, it's just an interesting game. The whole thing is interesting, but just a fun peek behind the curtain there for you.
how'd you guys enjoy the peak? What'd you see? Okay, so Thursday, I leave Brad recording in here. And also, one of the things we did, Brad wanted to record the podcast with these microphones. And so, we're kind of making sure he's set up. I'm like, well, if you're going to use this microphone, let me make sure all the other channels are turned down. That way there's no bleed into the microphone or whatever.
Smart.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Not smart is not turning them back up when we record an hour and 40 minutes of a bonus football podcast a few nights later. So, yeah, we sat down and at like 10 p.m. recorded for so long. And then I go to like upload it and we're like, oh, wow, Brad's mic was not on the whole time. Timon did a little magic, though. And I think it was postable. So
People still commented and said stuff about the end of the episode. So I was like, okay, some people are listening to this entire episode still.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
a good point.
That's so kind.
Yeah, I felt bad. But yeah, patrons are great. Thanks for everyone who's joined Patreon recently. We, just as I'm talking now, just uploaded our, what do you want to call it? Kind of a saucy bonus episode, spicy episode.
Yeah. I think you used the word the tea at one point.
We spilled some tea.
Yeah.
Catherine joined. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. Catherine joined.
And so, yeah, thanks for everyone who's always in the comments and getting back to us on that stuff. But Thursday, so I go straight to the airport. And just an up and down airport experience. Get there, running a bit late, but I have TSA pre-check. I have TSA clear, no problem. Get there. They say, oh, pre-check is not on your boarding pass. I know, champagne problems, but it's like 3 weekends in a row that I have like a flight has been booked for me and it doesn't have TSA pre-check. And every time like, oh my gosh, I gotta text somebody about this. I always forget.
Okay.
And so I'm frustrated. I got to go to the back of a different line, whatever. And so I'm like hustling over there. Then I get there and then I meet the most fun TSA clear agent ever. Just immediately she starts talking to me like, it was like I said, tell me something fun about your life right now. But she just like, I got pranked last week. And I was like, oh, okay. That's how she started the conversation. I got pranked last week. And so, I'm kind of talking to her about that while I'm like scanning my eyeballs and everything. And then we're walking, and she's telling me all about this. Like, I walked out to my car and someone had stuck a hot dog on my antenna. I was like, that's kind of funny. And she's like, but I just drove with it anyway, and it was banging on my windshield. And it was just so funny. I couldn't believe who did this prank and all this stuff. She's like, I'm not even in a prank war with anyone. And so we're just laughing about how I was like, I think, you haven't like become someone pranked the wrong person. But now you're in it. You got to get him back. I don't know who it is. You got to get him back. And we were just like having the best time. And she, TSA clear, they walk you to the front of the line. They kind of escort you up there. And I was like, all right, thank you. She's still kind of there. And then this other guy who was at the front of the line that I'm kind of cutting in front of, which I always kind of feel bad because I'm getting...
Sure.
But it's also exactly what I'm paying for with TSA Clear is to get to the front of the line.
Sure.
And I've never had any issues. I feel like it's always me just like kind of like giving like a face like, sorry. You know, try to be polite, try to be nice, whatever. And this guy was not having a good day. So like I said, up, down, up, down. We're going back down now. He goes, you know, this is BS, right? And he does not say bologna sandwich. He says the real word. And I was like, I don't know if he's more talking to me or talking to the TSA person. And so I just kind of don't say anything. And he's like, this is the 7th person that's cut in front of me. And I kind of just like ignore it. And then she's kind of ignoring again. She's like, wait, you say 7? And he's like, yes, 7 people have cut in front of me. She's like, I'm the one doing the cutting. I haven't brought 7 people in front of you. That doesn't even make any sense. And then they start going at it. Hot dog lady versus the BS guy.
She's like, wait, are you prinking me too? Is this part of it?
Show me
Are
your
you
pockets.
the hot dog vandal?
You know what? I can't wait to scan your bag. We're gonna see how many hot dogs you got in that duffel.
Nice try. Oh yeah, Frankfurter. Nice try, Bucko.
Cool name.
Yeah, right.
What's your name? Nathan's. And so they start going at it, and then I'm just in the middle, and I'm just like,
Was she grilling him?
I think she was just like, you know, she was kind of a sassy black lady. She's like, why are you lying? Why are you lying? 7 people ain't cut in front of you. Like, why are you lying about that?
Right.
And anyway, and I'm just in the middle of it, and I'm just like trying to get through, and I kind of am just trying to be like, hey, sorry, man. And then he looks at me and says, this is bull, and says it to me. And I was just like, you should pay for Clear.
You said that?
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the only perk of getting TSA Clear, it's not like I'm getting these other perks. I get a lounge and I get a back massage. You know, it's just like the only thing you get is access to the front of the line. So I mean,
what do you want me to say? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to let you go in front of me. Like, this is exactly what I'm paying for. It's the only perk.
That's so funny that you're like, you should just pay for it. I think that's so. You were panicked. Like you were like, I don't know.
Yeah, and it was like very much shoulders went up, and it like hands were open. You should pay for TSA Clear.
Because I just know you well enough to know, like, you're like, well,
logically,
if A plus B equals C, then I deserve C. Like, you don't deserve, you know, whatever. Like,
he was like wearing, and not quite a suit, but he was wearing like I think a nice jacket. It seemed like he probably travels a lot for work. Like he could afford it. I don't know.
Sure.
You should pay for it.
Oh my.
So that got me kind of flustered. I was like, whew, didn't like that. But then going back up.
Was he right behind you after you?
Yes, and then he was right behind me.
You're hustling. You're like, I'm taking all the moving walkways. Yeah. Yeah. I know how to take off my shoe. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah. Laptops out of the bag or no? I forget what they're saying these days. Oh, my.
So, yeah, I was stressful, just so sweaty. And then, but then I am very much running late. Like, I have to go straight to my gate. There's no time for anything. But in that time, I got recognized 3 times by 3 different people, one of which, sorry, I threw my shoe and it hit the tripod. Oh. That's my bad timing.
No problem.
One of which, he was on the phone, so we didn't talk much, but he's like, hey, dude, love the videos. And he was wearing Bad Birdie. I was like, love the Bad Birdie. And he goes, I used your promo code.
Perfect.
I've never met anyone in person who's like used a code like that.
Really?
You know, outside of a Ghostrunners.
You never met anybody that's used Roback, GRKC20?
Now Roback.
Yeah.
No, there's a code.
Yeah.
For golf apparel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I have met Ben Miller.
Yeah. Cody Terrell.
Yeah, that's true.
Star Peterson.
Anyway, that was fun. And then to top it off, I get to the gate. I'm like lining up. You know, I'm sweaty and whatever, and I'm trying to find. Okay, I'm A19. All right, I'm going over here. And as I'm like getting in line, over the loudspeaker, I just got to this gate. I don't know who's talking or if this is even my gate. You know, 'cause sometimes there's a little bleed over. It's like,
sure,
I'm in A34, but I'm hearing announcements from A36, whatever. And so as I'm lining up, I hear over the loudspeaker, one of my favorite comedians is on this flight. And I kind of hear that, but I'm like, I mean, I'm sure Trey is like around here somewhere, whatever. Yeah. And then when she scans my boarding pass, she's like, good to see you, one of my favorite comics.
No way.
Like, you were talking about me?
What? You got loudspeakers?
I got loudspeakers.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes those loudspeakers go far, too.
I hope it did bleed over in other
Sometimes
gates.
it's just like, 3 gates. Sometimes it's like the whole airport.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It went out to everybody.
That's cool.
That's
So
really cool.
I was not expecting that because I was like, Trey is on this flight. I'm sure he's here too. This could even just be another gate nearby.
Yeah.
But come to find out, Trey was running even more late than I was. He wasn't even there yet.
Oh,
Him
wow.
and Katie were like very late to board the plane. And so, yeah, I got loudspeakered. So an up and down time at the airport.
And then this guy the whole time, like the guy that's mad at you, is like seeing you get all this amazing treatment. He's like, no
is
wonder. Yeah, it's called favoritism towards the celebrities, man. Like just so upset that you're like, yeah. I get it. Why this guy is my 7th guy cutting me now.
yeah, clearly.
Wow,
They just let him cut. So
that's so good, dude.
up and down time at the airport.
That's amazing.
Yeah, a lot
One of my
happened.
favorite celebrities. That's really cool.
Favorite comedians,
So, well, one and the same.
hand in hand. I'm gonna go get my shoe.
Good idea.
I don't like podcasting with one shoe on.
Well, let's do a quick just bit about all-time quarterbacks related football things, and it's going to transition into a game with Timon.
Fun.
Okay.
You gonna talk?
gosh.
You gonna talk about how good the Chiefs are?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sweet.
I mean, the Chiefs are awesome. And as you're listening to this, it's Monday, but we played the Broncos yesterday. We whooped them, of course. And so some quick facts for you, Timon.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs Broncos, supposedly a rivalry. I hated the Broncos fans growing up in Kansas City. They were just jerks. But the Chiefs have not lost to the Broncos since September of 2015.
Okay.
Pretty crazy. And so just some quick facts about September of 2015.
Ooh.
The most popular phone, the latest iPhone, the iPhone 5, was in September of 2015.
Wow.
Peyton Manning was their quarterback.
Okay.
This one's really crazy. This one's a little more niche to the Chiefs kingdom, but West Lafayette High School had a 14-year-old freshman kicker who had just moved from his home country of Greece. He was literally playing his first full year of football. He is now on the Chiefs in his second year, and his name is George Karlaftis.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He was a kicker, and now he's a linebacker for the Chiefs. The kid had never played anyway. Todd Gurley just began his rookie campaign with the Rams,
Okay.
the St. Louis Rams.
Wow.
Suck it. Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett were still playing in the NBA
Wow.
the last time the Chiefs lost to the Broncos. And some of the most popular movies were Zootopia, Moana, Sing, Trolls, The Greatest Showman, Deadpool, The Revenant, and Doctor Strange. So, all to say, I just love when like sometimes there's just fun perspectives on time of like, man, it's been a long time since that happened.
Yeah.
So then I got to thinking, Timon is pretty young. Timon, were you born in 2006?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And so then I thought 2006 doesn't seem like that far away. But there's probably a lot of things from 2006 or around there that Timon has no idea what's going on.
Do you think he knows about 9/11?
Do you know about 9/11?
What?
So
Hey,
if
it's the
you're
convenience store.
if you're in trouble, you call cops, call police officers,
Right.
yeah, firemen, 9 and then 11.
Sorry, I went over my head.
No, so basically I just have some. Is that not
No, I'm laughing at Timon.
went over my head? Tuna. So I have some questions that were either right around that time or before, kind of pop culture most of the time. I don't think I have any sports questions in there, Timon. Don't worry.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And it's just a little trivia for Timon. I have 2 different names for it. Let me know which one you like better.
Okay.
Putting time into perspective.
Not bad.
Or time and knowledge, but you kind of say it like common knowledge.
Time and knowledge.
That's time and knowledge.
I'm going to go with the first one.
Putting time into perspective?
Yeah.
Okay. Putting time into perspective. So,
Okay.
in 2007, Timon, a very popular song for Jake and I to dance to, play at school dances, was called Crank That. Do you know who it was by?
No,
Wow. Fun question.
I do
Okay. not. The answer is Soldier Boy.
Okay.
Whammy, you crank that Soldier
Oh,
Boy.
yeah.
You heard that?
I've
Okay.
heard that, yes.
0 for 1. Okay, Timon. In 2006, there was a planet that was classified as a dwarf planet. Do you know what planet that is?
Pluto.
Very good.
You know what? Maybe we should call it time and knowledge. Because
Time and
at the end of it, we say, like, if he gets it wrong, it's like, huh, guess it wasn't. Time
and knowledge. Yeah.
If he gets it right, huh,
We kind of like back up to it. Guess it wasn't. Time and knowledge.
Pluto, that's correct.
Yeah.
I guess it was time and knowledge.
Okay, time and knowledge. Okay, the iPhone wasn't out when Timon was born. 2007 was when it came out.
Okay.
Can you name the 2 most popular phones going on before that? I'll give you a hint.
Okay, good.
The first one was from Motorola, the brand.
Okay.
Motorola. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
It was known for how thin it was.
Motorola Razr.
Very good.
I guess it is. Time
And knowledge. And then the other one was known because it had a full keyboard on it. And it had a little like ball that you could move like a mouse around on it.
Was it the only other I'm thinking of older phone brand, Nokia?
I don't know which. I think this was its own brand.
Yeah, the White House used it. White House loved it.
It was very like businessy phone.
Yeah, I don't even have a guess.
It's a type of fruit.
Oh, BlackBerry?
Yes, very good.
I guess with a few hints.
He got some
Time
and knowledge. All right. This one's just kind of a generic one. I don't know when it actually came out, but DVDs. Were a thing, like kind of a technology thing when we were younger. What makes DVDs so much better than VHSs?
Yeah, what was like the advancement?
Like what are some of the differences between them? Obviously, picture is different.
Off the top of my head, yeah, they're just a lot higher quality. But then you don't have to rewind
Yes.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the main thing is you could skip ahead really quickly.
Yeah.
You could go to a
Scene
specific
selection.
scene selection. Sometimes there are special features on the DVD.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
those things are just not VHS.
Yeah, I've just heard people talk about we had to rewind stuff. So it's
Yeah.
but I never experienced that.
Seems like you had some time and knowledge.
I loved a good DVD menu and seeing what does the DVD have? Are they gonna have behind the scenes? Do they have deleted scenes? Are they gonna have a blooper reel? Or are they gonna call it a gag reel?
What about commentary?
Who knows? Yeah,
Commentary always flipped me out. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't listen to this very long.
No.
Same with me, but I would, depending on the movie, I would love that now.
Yeah.
That's
think.
true. That might change a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Before the generic term DVR, there was one brand that debuted in 1999, but that was popular for a while before DVR. Do you know what that is?
No way he gets us.
What even really is DVR?
Seriously?
Seriously.
Well, that's not time and knowledge.
That would not be time and knowledge. Really? You don't know what DVR is?
It definitely
Like if I said, hey, can you DVR that show for me?
no.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's digital video recording is what it stands for.
Okay.
Basically,
I
it's
feel
just
I
like
could've
on
guessed
your
that.
cable box. Yeah, you record the show and you watch it later.
Okay. I probably should have known that.
That's like the generic term for it, I think. But there was a term before that was a specific company that kind of started the DVR revolution.
It was in a Weird Al song. Is how I found out about it. I only watched Will and Grace one time, one day. Wish I hadn't, because TiVo now thinks I'm gay. There you go.
The answer is TiVo.
Okay.
So, never heard of TiVo?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Not time and knowledge.
That's not time and knowledge.
All right, a few more here. The billionth song was downloaded in 2006 on what platform? The billionth song for this specific
2006.
platform. If you need a hint, it's an Apple platform.
Okay. iTunes.
Yes.
Okay.
That was what I was thinking, but I was like, what if that's just wasn't even a thing?
Yeah, that's fair. And the song was Speed of Sound. Do you know who that song is by?
I don't even know that.
No idea.
Coldplay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, The Office in 2006 won an Emmy for Most Outstanding Comedy. What phrase did Michael Scott coin? That's blank.
What she said.
Very good.
Nice.
Okay, this one will be interesting. It's one of those things where surely you know this, but maybe you don't. The most popular
this is
TV
time and
shows in
knowledge.
2006 were American blank.
Ninja Warrior? American.
Oh, it took me a while to think of this. I know
really?
it now,
Wait.
but yeah.
American one word
Yes,
TV show?
not American TV show.
No, but
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
TV
yes,
show,
yes.
not movie.
Yes.
American TV show.
American production.
You want me to do the theme song?
American Idol.
Yes, very good.
Sorry. Yeah, that took me. Obviously.
Dancing blank, not one word.
Queen.
No,
Dancing. I don't know.
3 words.
TV show.
Celebrities do it. Dancing with the
TiVo.
TiVos. Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I
then
don't think I've
CSI. Do you have any idea what CSI stands for?
ever- CSI.
Wow, that's interesting. Don't know about the CSI craze.
Yeah.
I
CSI was awesome
It
for
was
a while.
kind of the first of its kind to just show Maybe not the first of its kind. It did feel like it, though.
It doesn't feel like it was an original show.
Really?
A crime show?
Yeah, I guess it wasn't as original as it seemed, but it was so much more popular than any other crime show. They just looked at crimes.
Yeah.
Crime
It was
seems
like the
interesting.
forensics, I feel
Maybe,
like.
yeah. Maybe that's why it was different.
Crime scene.
Crime seems interesting.
Crime scene's interesting.
Crime seems
let's delve into that. Crime scene investigation.
Okay.
CSI. Crime seems interesting.
Okay, this is the last one. This popular website launched in 2006, which included lots of articles with lists like "Which Harry Potter character are you?" And it's called
BuzzFeed.
Yes,
BuzzFeed.
Very good.
Buzz.
Also, Twitter was in 2006 as well. So that is all time and knowledge.
Time and knowledge.
Thanks, Timon.
Can you hit that
Play
one
along.
button for the new sponsor alert?
I can indeed.
Okay, I think it's turned down.
It was like boom, boom, boom.
I was like gonna get it like fast this time too.
Yeah, I love
here
it,
goes.
dude.
We just heard-
ask me
Yes,
again.
indeedy.
We'll cut this whole thing out. Ask me again.
Timon, how about you hit that buzzer for the first time? There it is.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
This is so exciting. Longtime fan, longtime listener, longtime friend of mine. She's an SBU Lickham Bearcat graduate. Kelsey Gillespie.
Yeah, KG.
Either way, you know her, you love her.
That's right.
Just the outrage is just about her. It's just showing how business.
she's
She's
kind.
awesome.
Yeah,
She's so great.
she's probably a 9 wing 8, I think, on the Inya.
Yeah, harmonize Inya. Oninya. But yeah, she's awesome. She's one to sponsor the podcast. So we're fired up, and I hope you guys get fired up to support her.
Her business is called KG for Kelsey Gillespie. KG Planning. It's an online party planning service.
Ooh.
Hey, raise your hand for an audio podcast. Who likes to party? Raise your hand if you like somebody else to help you start that party. Look at Brad's hands.
Now
They're both up.
Now slowly open your eyes. Everyone's hands are up. Timon's not even on camera. Both hands up.
All you have to do is answer a few questions about the party you're throwing, and Kelsey will take it from there. She can research themes, narrow down the ideas, send you an email with links you can click on, easily order what you like. And if you want further help with either ordering things, finding different ideas for something, she can do it all. She's just a personal party assistant, a
She's
little PPA.
party assistant.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about this morning in the shower? And I think it would be okay to say this because I don't think Isaac listens to the podcast. He only listens when like his mom tells him he was talked about. But hey, Kathy, we're talking about his birthday, so don't tell him. But I was thinking that this morning, Isaac's birthday's coming up. We should do something for him.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just hit up KG Planning.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'll pay her full price.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which is not what you guys have to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We can. It's normally a $40 service for this KG Planning, but if you tell me you're a ghosty, she'll do it for $30. That's 75% off, dude.
Yes, it is.
Right?
No.
Yeah, it is.
25.
Oh,
Or
yeah, you pay
25% off.
Yeah, sorry.
Dude, that's 100% off, bro. Holy cow. Timon's like, you dinguses.
Put that on the TiVo.
No, but seriously, her planning, her services are great for people who are like Jake, don't like planning the parties, get a little bit overwhelmed. I know that Catherine can be like, I don't know which one I should choose, whatever. Mentally overloaded, need something taken off their plate. I think so often we just try to do it all ourselves. You can hire somebody and efficiently do this and do it well. And sometimes Catherine loves to verbally process things with somebody else besides me. And so having somebody like this to just talk through the ideas and everything, I know can also be very valuable to somebody. So she has a few different ways that you can contact her. You can DM her on Facebook, or like I said, KG Planning, Kelsey Gillespie, Kevin Garnett Planning. Or you can email her at planningwithkg@gmail.com.
Easy.
And once again, mention you're a ghosty and she'll do it for $10 off. $30 total.
It's pretty nice. Pay $30, have a whole party planned for you.
Yes, dude.
It's nice to have a party assistant for that.
Absolutely.
That affordably.
Yeah. And I think as somebody who now has been on the side of like themed birthday parties for kids, there's so many things I wouldn't have even known if I were doing it by myself. Like Catherine luckily is pretty good at this, but I think it is overwhelming for her. But like, dude, there's like, you got to get the small plates. You got to get the big plates. You got to do the tablecloth. Like, you don't have to do all those things, but they're all options and all potential ways to like, enhance a theme. And KG Planning knows about all of it. So check her out. planningwithkg@gmail.com. KG Planning on Facebook.
Different size plates.
Different size plates.
After I left the airport, on Thursday, I got on an airplane and I flew to Dallas.
Yes.
And I had a show that night.
Yes.
And it was fun. It was, I got a little nervy just because I knew I had so many friends in the audience. It's just one of those shows like, I want this one to go well.
When was the last time you felt that?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just happens a couple times every tour, I feel like. But yeah, there's just so many people in the audience that I'm so excited about. And so many people I got to see. We had old K-Life people. We're talking Josh Willis. We're talking Logan Cleaver, Ryan Cayley.
Really?
So good to see all of them.
Are they all in Dallas?
Emily Garver. Yeah. They're all in Dallas. So that was fun. Josh and Maggie Mayer, they came, hung backstage a little bit, hung out with them afterwards. That was really fun. I see that hand.
Some people that go back, like hang out backstage, do they just hang out back there the entire show and like watch you from like the side?
No, they had seats. So it was like come backstage for a little bit, see the green room, meet all the guys, kick it a little bit. All right, now go find your seats.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. We had Carter Files, listener of the pod. I've talked about him before because he used to live in Corpus Christi and he gave me the down low on all the Corpus Christi details when I was performing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hadn't seen this dude since Australia. We met in Australia and I hadn't seen him since. But love him. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
And so it was really good just for us to connect. And there was a big group of people. And so I think they enjoyed listening to us connect and talk about that trip when we weren't allowed to play spike ball. Because that was the same trip when we pretended like we weren't interested in it and all this stuff. So that was fun. Plenty of Kanakuk people, so many ghosties that were there. Also previously on this podcast, I think this was in the spring, very recently after the bachelor party. So in the bachelor party in Phoenix, I was big on trying to jump into the pool and make the ball go really high.
Yeah.
And then maybe a week or two after that.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
And I was nailing it every time.
Yeah.
Then we go to Florida, Ghostrunners Getaway. I'm doing it there too. I'm doing it off the top of the house.
It went to the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, it was crazy. Another gate over.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but yeah, I think shortly after that is when I hit up, we were reacting to it on the TV here, but Reagan Popoff is his name.
Yep.
And he's the one who does all this like, we call it death diving, cliff jumping. He like is a cliff jumper full time. He's found a way to monetize. He does crazy stuff. And he was the one DMing me, telling me like, oh yeah, that's like difficult for me to do.
Okay.
Anyway, he flew from Hawaii straight to Dallas to come to the show because his brother lives there. Yeah, Reagan did. So I got to meet him, got to connect him with a bunch of other people. And because I know his brother, Billy, who you also know. And then that was fun. We're trying to figure out, someone asked, Josh Mayer was like, how do you know Billy? And I was like, I think through Kanakuk or something or whatever. And Billy's like, no, dude, we met in the Grand Canyon. I was like, oh yeah.
Really?
This is awesome. I met you in Australia. I met you in the Grand Canyon. I met you, whatever. I was like, that's right. It was when I took like Eli and Cooper McCullough and some of those guys. Me and Peter Casey just took these guys on like a senior trip to the Grand Canyon one year.
Did you guys have an Instagram account for that?
I don't know if we did. I can't remember now.
I feel like you did.
Sounds like something I would have done at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, which ran into these other guys in the Grand Canyon and became friends. And
That's
so
fun.
that was fun. And then save the best for last. Christine was there.
Oh, carrying Christine out of...
Yes.
Really?
Which I feel like I kind of want to retell the story a little bit.
Okay.
Permission to retell a story where it's on the podcast? Because I feel like Timon doesn't know the story.
Of course.
There's got to be some other people who don't know the story.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like now that you've met Isaac, other people who are new to the podcast.
Yeah.
So it was great to see Christine again. And, and a lot of fun jokes with Isaac. Like, Christine's going to be at the show tonight. Make sure you say hi.
She might
to her.
need help finding her seat. Isaac's just like escorting her.
You really don't need to do this. I prefer to.
No. This is how it is with us.
Okay. So I haven't told this in a while, but from what I can remember. So this is probably 2 years ago. I mean, this is right before I meet Rachel, 2 summers ago. Me, Isaac, another guy. We go to Maui with 2 girls. Christine. So fun. I forgot. Oh, I think I was doing a podcast with TJ, Walk in Love, at the time. But the rest of the crew, they go out and they're going to go snorkeling in the ocean. Isaac and Christine are out pretty far into the ocean. They could still stand up, but they're out pretty far. Christine steps on a sea urchin and her foot is just like, I don't know what they call them, urches.
Yeah.
She gets the urches in her.
Mm-hmm. She had an urge to feel pain.
I'm getting the urge.
Oh, boy. I'm sorry, but I got the urge.
Oh, I can't walk anymore.
Oh, boy.
I'm urchin.
I'm urchin over here.
Hey, I'm urchin here.
Oh, boy.
So Jace is on the shore. Christine can't like walk, can't put any weight on her foot. And so apparently Isaac had carried her all the way back to shore. So I don't hear about this until dinner when we all meet up. And I just kind of heard from Jace, our other friend. He's like, yeah, did you hear like Isaac carried Christine out of the ocean? And in my head, I'm like, dang, that's awesome. Like, good for Isaac. I mean, he's a 19-year-old at the time, like probably just fired up to even be on this trip with these, these awesome people, beautiful girls. And I'm thinking about him just, six pack carrying Christine out of the ocean. Man.
Baywatch style.
Yeah, Hasselhoff.
Boom.
Oh, man. Yeah, I bet he had some urges at the moment. And so we get like a kind of moment away from the rest of the crew. And I was like, dude, Isaac, hey, what was it like carrying Christine out of the ocean? And he goes, dude, it sucked. He goes, he's like, we were like I don't forget now the details, but he's like, we're like 100 yards out there. So I pick her up and start carrying her. But the more I carry her to the shore, the less buoyant she becomes, the less like, underwater she is. So she's just getting gradually heavier and heavier as we go. He says the waves are crazy. I'm just getting like smashed with waves trying to carry her. He goes, also, reminder, I still have my flippers on. So I'm having to walk in flip. I'm having to high knee it through the ocean. And the cherry on top, I still had my goggles and snorkel on. So it's just the direct opposite of how I imagined Isaac carrying Christine out of the ocean. Yeah. And he said it was just miserable. And he was just so tired afterwards. And I think when I told Brad that story, it's the hardest I think you've ever laughed on the podcast. Dude. The first time I got to tell you that story.
Just because you could think of the most beautiful or attractive person in the entire world. You put one of those snorkel goggles on them. No one is attractive in those things. And not only do you not look attractive, but your voice is automatically like, you're doing okay? You're still feeling that? You're still feeling that urges a little bit? I just thought, you're just like struggling. Like, there's just nothing like magnetizing about that at all. Like, you are not attractive at all with that thing on.
So good.
So did they talk about it? Like,
I don't know.
Like, is it funny to them? Like, does Christine think it's funny?
I don't know, actually. Because she did say, because I think she listens to Ghostrunners occasionally. Who knows? Maybe she listened to this one. But she was like, I remember that day you posted that episode and waking up and everyone had texted me. And she's like, why is my name in the title of this podcast episode? So I think she's a good sport about it. I think Isaac's a good sport about it. I think Isaac would be a great sport about it to anyone except for maybe to Christine.
Yeah.
I think he'd be willing to joke about it to anyone, but I think in front of her, he'd probably still be like, yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Because, she was probably in a lot of pain. So he was trying to not make her feel bad about
damsel in distress.
Very, very difficult, like strenuous thing. Like, you thought it was hard sitting in that steam room? Yeah, try doing it in Hawaii,
It's funny because I don't think Isaac was, I bet it did suck. I bet it was so hard. Walking in flippers just in general.
I was going to say, just getting back out of the ocean in general is so
with
hard.
With waves?
I eventually am just like bear crawling out of there.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even want to walk out of the ocean. I would want to swim out of the ocetion until I literally cannot swim any longer.
Right.
And then he had to walk the whole way while carrying someone. That does sound like it sucks. So yeah, it's just fun reliving all those memories. And
have we talked about how we're going to Hawaii on the podcast? Did you know that, Timon? No. Well, Timon might know. No?
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about it. Yeah, I think we did mention how I kind of got you to come and then...
Oh, wait, maybe... I think, I've heard something about it. Maybe.
Yeah, you're performing in Maui, and so we're like, hey, let's make a business trip out of this thing.
Yeah.
And, we're going to stay with TJ and Beth Key, and it's going to be a blast. So do some podcasts out there, have a little podcast on location.
Yeah, maybe get TJ involved, maybe get Beth Key involved.
That's the hope. That's the plan.
Be fun. Brad was looking at the calendar yesterday.
Yeah.
Brad and I will be together more in Hawaii, which is probably like a day and a half, 2 days. Then we will be together for all of December.
Yes.
December 21st when we're recording.
Yeah, I think December 21st is the magic day. So no one be sick.
We got to get it done on December 21st.
No one oversleep or whatever. Like, that is a big day. Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll see each other after Christmas. I don't know that week, but yeah, literally like before Christmas, we got December 21st because you're going to be gone in Australia forever. And so we're going to do some podcasts not together, which will be interesting.
Yeah, we'll probably do some jean shorts videos not together. I'll probably be doing like Friday pickleball videos not together. You know, be an interesting time. It'd be fun. Obviously, I'm so glad we're going to Australia, and I'm glad Rachel gets to come too. But yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, it's 3 weeks away from home. There's a lot going on at home.
That's a long time to be away. I was like, I don't think I've ever done that unless it was like working at camp, you know?
Yeah, it's a long time to be away from where you regularly sleep.
Yeah. Like you kind of get, you like live at camp eventually, like when you're there all summer, you know?
But yeah, this will be, like probably Kauai for 2 days, Maui for 2 days, Honolulu for 1, and then all these Australian cities and New Zealand City. Yeah. And then straight into Christmas. So I guess Kansas City here for a day or two, did Stratford, then Iowa. Right before that was Stratford and Iowa for Thanksgiving. So it's going to be fun, like winter.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Fun time.
Yeah, Hawaii will be fun.
Really fun. You know what else is fun is getting diapers on your children.
In what way? Around the rump?
Well, yeah, around the romp for sure. Well, and sometimes around the head too.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I mean, just trying to be a little goofy. Like there's Rosie running around with a diaper on her head. But we are sponsored by a diaper company. Did you know that, Jake?
We surely are.
It's called Everylife.
Everylife.com.
And it's created. I'm a parent. Are you guys parents? Raise your hand if you're a parent. My hand's up, theirs hands is not, guys, FYI. And Everylife was created by parents.
I don't know why I looked around the room.
Just in case Tymon's like being a goofball, like raising his hand.
I went at the front door.
But no, Everylife is a diaper company. They make great diapers, and they support a great cause. They're known for being high-performing diapers, supremely soft, free of harsh chemicals, and it's their stance on being pro-life that's their most incredible. So they believe that every miracle is a baby. Every baby's a miracle. Every miracle is a baby. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I mean,
water to wine, there's a baby.
I bet someone who once was a baby wanted to drink that water or wine.
Yes, that baby grew up and drank that wine. Fishes and loaves, babies, all of them. Every baby is a miracle from God who deserves to be loved, protected, supported, and even more exciting, Everylife is committed to giving back to pro-life organizations and pregnancy resource centers in urgent need. So go to everylife.com for diaper and wipe bundles delivered right to your door, and feel good knowing every purchase changes lives through their support of pro-life organizations. We just recently got our second installment of Everylife diapers, and they're the real deal. I've said it once, I'll say it again. If you don't like them, let me know. I'm willing to stake my reputation on them, willing to put some money where my mouth is. And I think Rosie loves them. She's never not loved a diaper, to be fair, but she loves.
She's not disliking these.
She's never said, "Dad, I don't like this diaper." Actually, maybe I should be real a little bit. Sometimes they do get like weird rashes from certain diapers. Never had one from Everylife. So everylife.com, we have a promo code GRKC for 10% off your first order. Check them out. Everylife.com. We love them.
I'm looking at something on their website now. I know October is almost over, but still a couple days left. It says right now, when you buy for a cause, October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and we're proud to partner with Zoe's Toolbox.
Oh, cool.
So they provide developmental tools for children born with Down syndrome. So each buy for a cause bundle purchased this month goes directly to Zoe's Toolbox, family in need. That's kind of cool.
Fun. Sometime I want to get like a baby doll in here and see if you can like see what you would do, like putting a diaper on it.
Rachel and I were just talking about diapers last night, actually.
Oh, why?
I forget why.
Interesting. Wonder why.
There was something. It started with spanking.
Okay.
I think.
Hello.
Because I grew up getting spanked.
Yeah.
Rachel did not.
It shows. She's so easygoing. I don't know. I'm not worried about any consequences here.
And so we were talking about that a little bit. And then she was like, if we do end up spanking, I think you're going to have to do it. I don't think I can. And so then I was like, okay, all right, I will do every spank if you do every diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it was a bad deal. I was like, yes, I would be willing to do this. So I will do the butts if it's spank. You do the butts if it's pee pee poo poo. Okay, that's the best deal I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
Or if not, you're gonna have to spank. So we were talking about that last night.
I like you just kind of handle things like a little more like gingerly than I do.
That's what Rachel said. She's like, I can't wait to see you with your diaper. You're going to be so gentle.
You're gonna be like, yeah, but sometimes it's kind of like a little bit like I gotta change this thing before something crazy happens, or like they're exposed, I gotta put something else on it, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's a balance of like you gotta be gentle, but you also gotta have some urgency there.
Because at a certain point, you can't be gentle with ratchet straps.
Fair.
The age-old phrase.
Hey, don't be too gentle with your ratchet straps.
Dude,
That's like an analogy for life, right?
that sure reminds me.
In there.
Did you end up writing down the made-up sayings? Do you want to do that this week?
No, I haven't done
All
it
right,
yet.
We'll do it
dude.
next week. But that sounds exactly like what I was writing down.
Yes.
You can't be gentle with ratchet straps.
That is a perfect one.
That's perfect.
Don't be too gentle with ratchet straps. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, maybe next week we'll do a segment. Yeah, I want to do a segment of just made-up sayings, just exactly like that, of things that no one actually says. But I want to talk about just new sayings.
That have like double meanings.
And like why you would say those, why you would use those.
Dang, that's a good one.
In conversation.
Was that off the top of the dome?
That was off the top. Can't be gentle with ratchet straps.
You can do half-baked ideas just fine, dude.
I think I'm more of a sayings guy.
Yeah, maybe.
You're a business guy. I'm looking at my made-up sayings. I can't wait to go over this.
Let's go, dude.
Next week.
Okay, next week.
That'll be fun. Anyway, that was Dipes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Not very many guys have had any experience changing diapers. I never did.
It would be strange if I was really into it, really good at it,
right,
and had like a preference of age of kid. Oh, I love 6-month-old diapers. Okay, that's problematic.
Size 2 is where I really hit my stride. It's like, okay, bud, calm down over there.
Well, you know what? You're off spanking duty too.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Freaking us out.
nothing for you, buddy. But yeah, we took like a class like when we were first pregnant.
I thought you were going to say high school or something. I was like,
no. Yeah. Well, Latha had this weird curriculum like emphasis where they were like, hey, we just want everyone to know how to change a diaper.
Just in case.
There's been a lot of girls just accidentally getting pregnant, and we just need we figured the best solution is not to stop that.
Just prepare them.
Not to encourage abstinence, until marriage, but just to make sure everyone knows how to change a diaper when the baby comes. So,
what would you rather go into a school and teach? Abstinence or diaper technique?
Abstinence.
Diaper.
I mean,
diaper.
Abstinence or diaper.
Or just diapers. I mean, well, first of all, you didn't specify children's diapers. There's adult diapers out there.
Yeah, the aisle that says incontinence.
Yep.
I think is the word.
So I don't want to have to teach about that stuff. Show some educational videos on that. No, thanks. Gladys. No, I think abstinence.
Yeah.
I would just be so unashamedly like, listen, guys, it's worth it. Trust me. I'd bring the gospel.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think you'd scare them away with STDs or you leave that out of it?
Oh, I'd start with STDs. I don't know.
Everyone on your phones, look up Blue Waffle.
What is that?
Did you not? I feel like that was one of those things in high school, like everyone got tricked into Googling.
Blue Waffle? So don't Google it?
Yeah, I'm almost like, I feel bad saying it now.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
It's not worth looking it up.
Really?
Just don't look it up. But it was one of those just like classic high school, like, dude, I'm in the mood for it right now. Blue Waffle, you should look it up. They're so good. And then it's like this code word for some UTI or something nasty.
No way. Yeah. No, yeah. I'd scare him straight. And
I am here to scare you straight.
And then encourage him to get married. So
it's a pro-marriage class.
Yeah.
Get married next week, guys.
Yeah. I mean, abstinence, is not something you got to do once you're married. Abstinence, abstinence.
Yeah. Abstinence.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It is interesting when they say we're practicing abstinence. Like, I'm going to try to get really good at it now.
So that
once I'm married, then I really never do it.
Practicing. Yeah.
Yeah, we practice.
We're talking about practice for the game. Not the game. Not the game.
We're talking about practice?
We're talking about practice.
Anyway.
Last
thing about Thursday, and then I'll shut up.
Well,
the rest of the time it's your podcast. Your podcast.
This is your podcast right now.
After all that, hanging with everyone, it was so fun. Beautiful weather. It was just good to be down in Dallas. It was just like, I'm outside in a t-shirt. Yeah. It's still summer here.
Yeah.
Me and Isaac hop in the car with Josh and Maggie Mayer and go to Whataburger.
Fun.
Which is just more fun to do it for some reason in like Phoenix or Dallas. I know we have them here. But it's just more fun to do it.
I've been the ones here like twice.
Yeah, it's just more fun down there.
Absolutely.
And I drop off my stuff on the bus. Derek's there editing. I'm like, Derek, we're going to Whataburger if you want to come. He's like, oh, I'm good. I got some editing to do. Okay, no worries. So we go. Josh and Maggie both never had a honey butter chicken biscuit before. We like demand that they order it.
Yes, have to.
Really enjoyed it. Which I will say, Josh was like, I think you guys overhyped it. I was like, dang it.
You got to be careful.
Maggie takes a bite and she goes, Josh, you're crazy, dude. And she's like, this is good, dude. You're wild for thinking they overhyped it. This is good, dude.
Come on, Josh. Yeah, give me a break, Josh.
It's pretty good.
Like, and if anything else, like you gotta like sharing the excitement with your buddy. Like don't be the guy that's like, it's not that good.
Yeah, he was
like,
kind of being that guy.
Don't bring down the vibes, dude.
So I think I ordered one or two, and I was like, I think I might order another one. Let's see how the line is. I turned back and I look back in line at the front of the Whataburger, and Derek is standing there.
He's like, you made it sound too good, man.
And so I go up and I'm like, Derek, what's up? I was like, did like you text Isaac or something? And he's like, no, I just I honestly I didn't even know if you guys were at this one or not, but I just really wanted it, and so yeah, I just walked here. Like, you walked here, dude?
How far was it?
A ways.
Yeah.
We're like, because we got there at 10:30, and we're like, let's just sit and wait for 30 minutes until the HBCBs are ready. Mm-hmm. And so Derek walked through the woods. He just took a direct path to it. He's like, on the map, it looked fine. But he said it was terrifying, dude.
Middle of the night?
Yeah, just the middle of the night.
Just like trudging through the pines.
Dude, he said, yeah, it was just thick. And
there's like a mattress over there. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
He said he called his wife in case it was the last time he ever talked to her, had it on speakerphone, and also had his flashlight out. And he said every now and then he'd hear a noise and would just take off running.
Oh.
And would just run for a little bit till he didn't hear any noises, and he'd walk again. And we're like, dude, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Just walk through the woods. So that was pretty hilarious.
Derek would kind of look like Bigfoot. Like he's a tall, lanky guy. Like has long strides like Bigfoot does. If somebody
Walk
saw him,
slow.
Yeah, somebody saw him, they'd think that might be him.
Did you see that footage of Bigfoot that came out recently?
No.
And then come to find out, shout out Community Notes on Twitter. I love Community Notes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea. More platforms should have that. But yeah, this like really convincing footage of Bigfoot like leaks a couple weeks ago, and it turns out there's like a Bigfoot expedition you could take in like New Mexico or something like that, where you go. It's like a safari for Bigfoot. And oftentimes the owner will dress up as Bigfoot just to throw people a bone.
Well, sure. You don't want to just go and just look at the woods for nothing.
Exactly. Like, you've got to feed the customers a little bit. So
totally.
Yeah, it was just the owner of this business just dressed up as Bigfoot, just walking through. So Community Notes came through on that one.
Good work, Community Notes.
Yeah.
But maybe Derek really was Bigfoot.
And I wouldn't, that does kind of make sense.
That's too funny.
Yeah, it was just so funny. It was like, dude, how'd you get here? And he's got cuts on his arms. Oh, I walked through the woods.
Cuts? He does? Like,
yeah. It's just like little, good old Derek.
I mean, if I'm less than, let's say 30% of the way into the woods, I'm turned around.
Yeah,
like
probably.
if I start getting cuts, I'm like, nope, I can walk a little bit.
Let's just
longer.
go Uber or something.
I don't think I could even step into the woods.
Good news, it's happening again. How does this always happen? How does this always happen while we're recording? I don't even know what I'm going to do this time.
Jake's getting a call.
Hello.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi, yes, this is Jacob.
Hi, sir. This is Bella from Farmers Insurance.
Oh,
So we're just...
my father-in-law is a farmer.
I'm sorry?
My father-in-law is a farmer.
No, with Farmers Insurance, sir. And we're just here to see
Wait,
if we can send you...
do you guys not insure farmers?
I'm sorry?
Like, you wouldn't provide someone insurance if they were a farmer?
No, sir.
Oh.
It's for your home and auto insurance.
Farmers.
Oh. Well, we are farmers. So that wouldn't work out then if you don't provide insurance for farmers. Bummer.
Shucks.
Dang. It'd be like if Nationwide only does it overseas.
It'd be like if Nationwide, you're like, well, I'm on somebody's side. And they're like, yeah, we're on their side too.
This is
you guys are farmers? Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
I know. I was waiting. When you said we are farmers, I was like, you just got it.
Go ahead.
We
Bum,
are
ba-dum, bum,
farmers.
bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
I mean, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
I should have. Honestly, I kind of forgot that was the phrase while I was saying it. We are farmers. There's this thing. She just lost some business there. I don't understand.
Historically, it's usually you get like another one in about 3 minutes. So
That's crazy. How many different like databases am I in? Because
All
they're
of them.
telling me they're taking me out my file out. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, caterpillar fell off.
bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Who knows, man? I don't. I read somebody said something in one of the comments. I was like, if you say yes, if you confirm it's you, then they can sell your number to somebody else. So maybe it's your own fault, dude.
I mean, we were talking about this yesterday after the freaking Steam room, but this is going to be one of the more boomer takes that I have right now. And I think it is a sign of me getting older.
Let's talk about it.
But I'm just going to go for it. What happened to this country? What happened to can we just enjoy anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's my rant. I won't actually get into the rant, but can we just enjoy anything? You can't. Anything these days is sprinkle like we enjoy it for 24 hours. It runs through the news cycle, and then the next day it's like, well, they're not who they say they are. Well, there's a conspiracy about this. Well, that's an industry plant. Well, it's actually not. It's not all good news. It's just like I'm just tired of it. Just tired. And you were like, dude, I think the solution is just getting off the internet. I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Like all the examples you said, I was like, I haven't heard of any of those.
Yeah,
except for the Taylor Swift one. I mean, but I'm trying to think of things to refute you. Like, no, there's Sister Jean. Remember Sister Jean?
Who is that?
She was, yeah, exactly. That's like you're off the internet.
Oh, Loyola Chicago?
Yeah. Like the nun or whatever like the super fan. I think if you're old enough, you
get a pass.
Yeah. Betty White. No one's hating on Betty. No one's like, can we stop with the Betty White stuff, please?
I think you're old enough and you're not in politics. You're good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you're in politics in general, you're out. Right? Like,
it would be nice if like once you hit 80, everyone's like, I like everything he said.
Yeah, good guy.
He's old.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I think everything else seems like somebody's gonna have an opinion on. But you know where you don't find those opinions very often? Normal conversations face to face with people.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air. Just get out in the world. Yeah. No one's that upset.
Right.
No one's that angry.
Like, because what were you saying? Oh, that woman, super fan for the Chargers, that was also a fan of the Vikings.
It was this awesome thing.
It was like, what's this? I don't know. Come on. Maybe she's also, like, she's just posing. And like, I was like, okay. Like, who cares?
I know. It's like, let's just enjoy this NFL fan. I don't want to know the conspiracies. Like, let's just enjoy it.
Right.
People want to take down Taylor Swift. People want to take down LeBron James. Like, what have these people done other than just be successful and avoid controversy their entire career?
Yeah, I don't know. So they just get off there, man. Just go.
Hey, unplug, brother.
Unplug and plug in.
Plug in here.
Right in here, brother.
In here.
Right into the cerebellum. Right into the cerebellum, the abdullah oblongata, and the arteries right here. All right?
The big three.
You hear me? Yeah.
2 brain, 1 heart. No veins, no lungs.
No veins.
No mouth. But the anger part of your brain, the thinking part of your brain, and the when blood is being taken away from your heart.
The cerebellum's the anger?
Medulla oblongata.
Oh, it is? Mm-hmm. I didn't know.
I learned it from, what is it, Waterboy? The medulla oblongata. Isn't that Waterboy?
I don't know. I've never seen that movie. I learned it from Shaquille O'Neal. Said it one time.
Really?
You've
never seen Waterboy?
Never seen it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it has to be Waterboy. Now
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
He's
never heard of Waterboy?
He was on TiVo.
Adam Sandler. Have you heard of Adam Sandler?
Yes.
Okay.
Daryl Strawberry. Sports movie. But he's I think he's going to some community college or something. So he's in class and they're like, why are alligators so aggressive? Why are they so angry? And Waterboy raises his hand. He's like, Mama says because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. And he's like, that's very funny, but the correct is the medulla oblongata.
Okay.
And he's like, Mama says they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. From what I remember. I mean, I haven't seen that movie in
it's amazing
45
how you can
years.
Remember that though. Like
me and my sister, we got the gene. We can remember all these quotes.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
Hey, how about some Good Ranchers ad, huh?
Yeah.
Time to give us a little yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
That's my guy right there, Diamond Boy.
You could be a funeral thespian. That was nice.
Just had Good Ranchers last night. We are sponsored by Good Ranchers, American Meat Delivered.
Oh, yeah, we are.
We had some bacon last night of theirs, and my goodness,
the pumpkin
dude.
spy?
No, just good old fashioned.
Oh, nice.
You know, I haven't tried the pumpkin spice yet with Catherine. She's a little on the fence if the kids are going to like it. And so guess what? Catherine and the kids just left for Texas for a few days. Guess who's popping in that pumpkin spice bacon?
I hate to say something that didn't happen on Thursday, but on Friday, I got to meet the CEO of Good Ranchers.
And?
His
good?
wife. Oh.
Was it good?
And his wife.
Co-CEOs, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. We were asking him, we're like, how's the pumpkin spice bacon doing? He's like, oh, people are loving it. And I was like, that would be awesome. That sounds so sweet. But yeah, Good Ranchers is great. And honestly, the fact that we get it, I'm like, Rachel, I was talking to her last night. I was like, we need to be taking advantage of this. I want to start eating healthier. I was like, if you would be so kind, every night, just make me just chicken, seasoning, vegetable. And then the next night, make me salmon, seasoning, vegetable.
Yeah,
and then the next night,
vegetables.
make me salmon, season it, vegetable. That's all I want to eat now.
That's what I told Catherine. I was like, I would genuinely be okay if we had this specific chicken meal every single night.
I would.
Because sometimes I think we can stress about what food are we going to eat tonight? What are we going to, what's for dinner? Just go with Good Ranchers meat and everything else will be just fine.
Hey, plug in.
Yeah.
Right here. Right here.
Right here. Right here.
And then unplug.
And then unplug.
But it'll be easy to unplug.
It'll be easy because it's healthy.
It's American.
So it's American Meat Delivered. We have a code GRKC for $25 off your box at goodranchers.com. So check it out. They also have some seasonal stuff going on right now. They have, if you're looking to host some people, they got a little holiday box that has some pumpkin spice bacon as well as regular bacon, as well as sausage brats and a nice ham with some good old glaze on it.
And if you're
I need to try some of this.
Come on, Timon! Let's go, Timon! You gotta, dude. It's awesome. We'll send some Maria and Brandon's way. It'll be gone in like, 5 minutes in a house of 10.
Yeah, send them Good Ranchers should make something called the homeschoolers box. And it's like, we just assume you have 8 kids. So we're just going to give you more.
They do have one called the preppers box.
Like a doomsday prepper.
Yeah. And I think it's like 4 boxes in one or something awesome like that. So we need to get one, we'll see if we can sponsor one called the Imp Special.
Imp Special.
I'm special.
Yeah, putting time into perspective and get them one. But you will not regret your purchase if you go to goodranchers.com. Use our promo code GRKC. It's truly the greatest meat that you can have. And it's funny, I saw one of the ghosties bought some recently. I can't remember your name, I'm sorry, but she was like, I calculated this out and it's actually cheaper than, getting at the store for the same
that's awesome.
stuff. So it really is way better, way higher quality and affordable. It's just bulk pricing, so it might be a little intimidating at first, but it is worth it. It lasts a long time and it's delicious. So,
and for the pescatarians out there, they also have wild caught seafood.
Oh, do they ever?
So just a reminder.
And it's good, dude. Sometimes fish I don't get excited about. I get excited about Good Ranchers fish.
GoodRanchers.com.
Yeah, man.
Get after it.
I should have thawed some steak.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Plug in, dude.
Plug in. All right. You got anything else you want to get off your chest?
I got
or your brain.
Tons of things, but we could save some for Wednesday.
That's what I'm thinking too.
You can talk. I went to Venmo you for the toast this morning. You Venmo'd me. What'd you Venmo me money for?
Oh, that was Venmo for KG Planning.
Planning
with KG at gmail.com.
Gotcha. Because it said something about Bo.
Yeah,
I was I hope he didn't Venmo me for Bo watching Curious George on my Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's how they would do it.
I mean, you pay a lot of money for the Hulu subscription. Yeah.
It said something with Bo, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to record me saying this, but I'll say it anyway. I was just kind of conspicuous. Don't listen to this part, Connor Kelderman. They're just trying to get around the old Uncle Sam. So I think I said like Curious George dues or something like that.
That's funny.
But
we're fine.
It's fine. But we calculated it down and we put it down on our balance sheet.
It's all in there.
It's in there.
It's in there. Curious George.
You're fine. That 80-year-old guy in Washington, we love him. So, okay, well, let's end it there. You want to do some reviews?
Yes, I have one.
Great.
It's by Small Nova 236.
The Tiny Nova, Novita.
The title says, "Do you want of laugh? Of course you do." I've been listening since sometime in 2019, but for some reason never knew what to say in a review. How goofy of me. I found Ghostrunners through listening to early episodes of Correct Opinions where Jake was a guest once in a while. At the time, I was working at a job that I was struggling to be happy in, and his silly conversations helped make my days better. When Jake said that he had a podcast with a friend as well, I had to know what it was and started listening soon after. The banter between Jake and Brad is so enjoyable. I continue to listen because it brings laughter and joy to my week in a relatable, clean, and God-honoring way. Timon was such a wonderful addition, and I love hearing his comments. The community that was fostered out of this podcast is so kind, and the Facebook group is really entertaining. Even though I am often too shy to engage, although I'm trying to be better at that, give this a listen. You will not be disappointed. That's a top to bottom, just 5-star review.
Wow.
That's great. They covered it all.
Yeah.
All three of us, Facebook group, yada, yada, yada. Thanks. Thanks.
Stacy in Dallas, 5-star review, said, should have done this sooner. Finally, I write my 5-star review. I've been listening to Ghostrunners for years and finally got to meet my old friend, Jake, after his show last night in Dallas. We rolled at the JFK joke.
Oh, yeah. It does hit a little harder in Dallas.
I bet.
I reworded it a bit.
Yeah. Could you see people literally rolling? Because if so, that was Stacy.
I thought there was some sort of fire.
Like, what's going on?
Stop, drop, and
here?
roll,
Yeah.
and put the weed from small fires.
He was just as pleasant in person as I knew he would be. Thank you for signing my son's artwork, she says.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I saw this woman like in line. You know, she's like a few people back. And I'm like, did she make me like a little book or something? But it was like her son's like book that I signed. It was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. She has 2 young boys and can only hope they grow up to have the character of Jake and Brad. I listen to how they talk about their wives, their friendships, and their faith, and consider it #goals for how to raise sons. And if they grow up to have your guys' humor too, that would be a major plus.
Well, all right.
Thanks, Stacy in Dallas. That was very kind.
That is nice.
Never take those things for granted, those compliments. So very cool.
Thanks, Stace. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Brad, do you have a review for this episode? Or
Stacy in Dallas. Let me
okay,
read it
go
real quick.
for it. Would you like to?
Finally, time. I don't have one. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. It's okay.
It is okay. I know it's okay, but it's also like I need to get one. Need to get one going. Christopher Bonin wrote one about the airplane song, the B.O.B. song. I need to get that one down.
Oh, that was a good song.
I think that one might have a rap for you in it. So we'll
B.O.B. was it? Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get there.
Okay.
But not this time. So Timon, just sing any song you want right now. Just sing it.
Wade in the water.
Okay. Wade
in the water, children.
Wade in the water.
God's gonna trouble the water.
I said wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Okay, we do that more often.
That was great.
Wow, that was fun.
That was great.
Good
I
job,
don't
you
know why
guys.
that was the first song that came to mind, but there it was.
Follow the drink and go. Yeah, fun. Love you guys. Have a good week. Subscribe to us on Patreon. Get some merch. Do anything to support us. We appreciate everything. Love you guys.
See ya.
Ghostrunners Podcast.